This is terrible. This boa is a mess I got from my friend. Something happened with a rabbit, and now we got this horrific infection going on. So So to the left of the glottis, big, horrific damage. All right, hold on. I'm sorry, sweetie. She's got like a big growth. So I'm gonna try to clean this out. She's already on antibiotics. There's some injury I noticed right on the edge. And if I touch that, okay, so her lower mandible, I feel right here, and then I got a big, there's like an abscess right here, and the thing in the mouth. So, bunny rabbits, Pseudomonas vulgaris, horrific Pseudomonas, and she had eaten a bunny, and that is it's a nightmare. It's so engaged. It's right in here. You can see it right here. There's probably a lot of pain associated with this. It's probably ridiculous. Rob, come here and help us. This is Kevin's boa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If you can bring, just swing that whole thing around maybe, because she's
on the...
Thank you. If you could support.
I got you.
Perfect.
I got you. Just like
Okay, so we're gonna try to. This is not gonna taste good, but I need to identify the opening. So, first thing is, this is not pleasant for her. Mm-hmm. Okay, I have no choice but to do this.
Squeeze is really good.
Yeah, I just gotta find out where, if that's all full of. So we're using the Novosan. This is just to kind of reduce some of the bacteria in the mouth. You can see right here too. Okay, so I'm looking for any kind of opening. Yeah. I would say, I know. I would say that's all full necrotic tissue. Yeah, we're even drawing flies. The kind of thing my friend thought it was maybe getting better, and it doesn't. What's interesting, I'm not getting material out.
Yeah, it's just the...
See that there? So I go through that. It's coming out another hole. So this is dilute chlorhexidine. There it goes, comes out of that hole. What I'm not getting is material. This is, I'm not even sure this isn't like a tumor.
You'd expect at least a little bit of something.
I think that's as far as I'm going to go today. So I'm going to, the next round I'm going to do is I'm going to use xylocaine. I'm not going to do it today. I got to let the antibiotics get involved. I gave her a big shot of antibiotics. I'm just gonna put it right into it. Ugh. I don't like the way that feels. I know, sweetie. I don't know.
Well, that seems to be all the footage that's there. So what we're going to have to do is revisit this next video. And hopefully I'll be there. Maybe Kevin won't film in the middle of the night. Daddy, Kevin, stop filming in the middle of the night and wait for me. It's ridiculous.
All right, so we have a rescue drop-off. We have a gecko that I guess was somebody's pet and was giving them problems. And they literally couldn't bring it to the vet and go through the procedure. And this is going to be a challenge. I'm not sure there's going to be a great outcome because this has been an ongoing problem. So we actually have a really enormous infection that's localized on this little leopard gecko's butt. I just put some iodine gel on it. So that's just like kind of killing some of the ambient bacteria first before I even do anything. And I don't know where this originated from, but I feel that this is going to be filled with necrotic tissue. I can remove the necrotic tissue, but the amount of damage that it involves and actually how much important mechanical, like the cloaca itself, how much of that has been challenged, has that actually got into the colon or the cloaca of that animal, and if it perforates through that into the body cavity or whatever, or the bowel, it can be horrific. And I don't know yet. I just saw this animal. I know this animal still continues to eat, but now it's a real problem, so I actually have to do this little procedure. So I'm actually going to start mechanically attacking this and try to open it up and debride it. So this is basic, just we're getting rid of all the infected material. There's a lot of bacteria probably going on here. We need to get out of there because there's no chance of actually this animal ever healing unless we remove that. So get ready for something nasty. All right, so I'm just trying to get this around there. This is just...
I also just watched Kevin sterilize his hand with alcohol. That looked really painful.
I had a nice cut under my fingernail, and yeah, that hurt. So just kind of getting this around. Okay. Oh, look at that. Oh, this is wonderful. Okay. I'm very happy right here.
Why is this wonderful?
Because it just broke free. So that means there's going to be this giant plug. So get ready. Ready?
Okay.
Watch.
Ready. Ugh.
See that?
Yeah, that's gross.
I'm thrilled.
Closer. Okay.
Okay.
All
So
right.
we just removed that. Okay. Excellent. Much better than I thought.
What do you think was going to happen?
Well, okay, so this animal has a very good immune response. The immune response is it's trying to manage this bacterial problem and some mechanical damage due to like a wound. So the body attacks that, tries to heal the damaged tissue, and then basically isolate that area. And then the body was actually pretty much getting it under control. So we have this big area of, wow, we can actually open that up and take a look.
That looks hard.
Yeah, it actually is hard. But what's great, there's not a lot of blood right here. So if I go in here and I clean this, all right,
Okay,
excellent. Now, a little bit of blood is fine, okay? No problem there because that's all healthy. So what I'm not seeing damaged material left behind, which is excellent. So if I were to pull this out earlier in the infection, the body would, like I'd be probably ripping out some tissue because there's healthy tissue and there's, new tissue trying to grow. This animal's already been doing a really good at isolating it. You don't see there's a lot of pain. I did not numb this animal with anything, so this is all just straight up, really not knowing what to expect, and I'm actually happy. I think we're gonna have a really good success with this animal, so let's see where we're at right now. Okay, so I can pack this with terramycin. So there's a little bit of pain, I can tell. He flinches a little bit. So what I'm not seeing is any more. So now we have this open type thing. So what we have to do, we want to keep this in a very clean situation. So I recommend keeping it into its enclosure, managing the proper husbandry, which is a heat pad, good hide area, and we're going to use paper towel, just pure white paper towel. Keep it clean. Certainly give it food and stuff like that. And I'm going to pack that with. I could pack it with terramycin. I think I'm going to try that. So let me do that. Oh yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, so look at it. This is so typical what we're finding inside. Not like most cysts, we find like there's active infection cysts, and then there's other cysts that where there's really no active infection because the animal's already, its immune response is already taken care of it. Then we have granulomas, and granulomas will often get these hard areas. But look at that.
Pretty gross, Kevin.
Yeah, but there's no. It's not vasculated, so there was no blood vessel system. So it was a foreign object inside this animal, and we're actually able to get it out. So we can revisit this. And if you're continuing to like our medical procedures, we're trying to mix in a bunch of other crazy stuff because a lot of stuff is going on here, and we have lots and lots of cool ball pythons. So please check it out at New England Reptile store. We have a lot of ball pythons and a lot of crazy genetics, and if you guys are into making some crazy stuff, I've been posting a lot of things like the ball gene and stuff like that. The ball gene is fantastic what it's doing, but we have a lot of in-house nerd genes that are people don't know about them, but boy, when you combine them with all the more common genes or some of the rare genes, you can make some really crazy things. Certainly make your world's first, but we really appreciate your support. And we're going to do a respiratory infection video talking about that. We just did a little procedure on a green tree python. But remember, I want to help you be better keepers, and hopefully you help spread the word, teach other people about what you're learning, certainly bring them to our channel. And what's really great, I love it, we actually have some vet techs, and we actually have some veterinarians and doctors. I did a private tour for two people in the medical field, although it was rehabilitation, but obviously they're still, they have a fair degree of medical knowledge, and they watched me. You guys are probably watching this video right now, and they're having their morning coffee, and they were really great. And I did a tour with them, and they were wonderful. So it's really nice to know that it's appealing to people in the medical field where a lot of the stuff is just, I taught myself this. This is anecdotal knowledge. This is just my little brain picking up little bits and pieces, then interpret it, and then try to create a procedure with it, some way to manage a problem. And I'm always improving my techniques. I'm always learning. So I'm not infallible, but I want to teach you some of the successes that I have.
Stay tuned for Tuesday, where we're going to be dropping a video about respiratory infections. So if you like respiratory infections, and I do, they're my favorite thing to film, join us on Tuesday night, where you're going to be able to watch a new video earlier than normal. So, thank you for watching. I gotta turn my camera on, dude.
You didn't turn your camera on!